Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here, Sweet Spot E-Magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations, super thanks, super chats, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring this bell. Let's go ahead and clear out the energy, and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us this Sunday evening or whenever you happen to watch this. First, when I started ringing the bell, there was nothing. And then it's just started coming and coming. Your secret power is growing. It's getting stronger. And those karmics are concerned. They're scared. Bottom of the deck. Communicate. I feel like this is because of your ability to tell it like it is, to not hold back and not sugarcoat anything, because when you communicate with determination. You, collective, have something important to say. Hey, Shaylin. Trust that this is a secret power that nobody knew that you had until now. Somehow you kind of knew, but who wants to walk around like they are being braggadocious? Hey, fresh from a nap. You said boring, tribe? But the way that you do it, the way that you communicate, the way that you display your power, it's cunning. It's like very kind. And the way that you do it, it's kind, but yet it gets the message through to whomever it's supposed to reach, however many people it's supposed to reach. You disguise it like, you're playing. You make it funny. You know, you want to make it so it's entertainment. But that message gets through. Hey, C-Bones, how are you? You know, people, when they remember you or they think about you, they remember that you have the power and the ability to inspire several people. It's like the way that you talk or the lessons that you give, the information that you give, it transforms an entire situation. It transforms someone's whole way of thinking about what would be called a problem or an issue. It allows people to transform what they would be worried about and allows them to rest. And because the way that you're saying it, it smooths out the whole situation. They see things differently. They can laugh about it, you know. When you laugh, the world laughs with you. But when you cry alone. And so you've learned how to laugh about the problem and get other people to laugh about their problem. This is what gives you that victory, or gives everyone that understands your message that victory, because then it builds balance in their life. They can think about what it was that was bothering them, and they can weigh that out with, you know, what's really important, what they really need to do, what's good for them, and the way that they need to go. And it allows them to take off the burdens from their shoulders. And like they say, let it go. Because at that point, They know what is. What will be, will be. Hey, Jesky, thank you so very much for before. I do appreciate you. Hey, Touche. Like I said, your power is getting stronger, much stronger. Because, like I said, what you're doing is you are providing people freedom. You are allowing them to be free because you're providing the truth. And that truth is what sets them free. Your karmics are now living in fear. Because if you are freeing souls, freeing people's minds, freeing them from the tight grip of their karmics and their life, then it doesn't make a difference what the karmic's intention is. It doesn't make a difference because now the collective can grow and grow past the karmic's intention, because then they're able to see, oh, I see what you're doing. Like as an example, like the silent treatment. That's supposed to, the karmics are going to try and give you the silent treatment to try and control you, to try and make you just miss them, to try and make you just bow down and succumb to their every wish, every command, every demand. But after you are finished providing that truth, setting them free, they welcome the karmics not speaking. Because then that means they can concentrate on themselves. They can go ahead and concentrate on what spirit has for them. And they can grow past whatever this karmic thought. It's like whatever the karmic was trying to do, it's not working, because now the collective has found their sacred space, that stillness within themselves. No longer are they worried about, oh my God, what about this? Oh my God, what about that? They're able to remain completely still. It's a mystery. These karmics did not know how or when or what it was that gave you this power. It's a mystery to them. It's more of a mystery why they can no longer control you. That's what they're trying to figure out. It's almost like they're trying to check you out. They're trying to almost spy on you just to figure out what you're doing that's different. Because they used to have a tight grip on you, and now they cannot get you at all. Now it's like you're just slipping through their fingers, like somebody's trying to hold water. But whatever it is, it's given you the ability to protect yourself. And that's not what they like. That's not what they wanted, because they always wanted you to feel like you were being hunted. They wanted you to feel like, you were someone's prey. You were always on edge. You were, you couldn't rest, you couldn't eat, you couldn't sleep, because you were so worried about what they were trying to do. No longer. Those days are over. You've had a whole rebirth. You've even adapted to the fact that they've even tried to collaborate against you. You don't even care about that any longer, because, like I said before, you are in your sacred space. And that sacred space has provided you one valuable trick that they never saw coming. That sacred space provides you with peace, peace of mind, peace of heart, peace of spirit, and peace of soul. They can't make you jump any longer. They can't even make you wonder. Because at this point, you no longer give a damn. You're like, go ahead, do what you do. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Now it's almost like these karmics, now they want to approach you almost like so that they can make a deal with you. Because now they want you to think that hey, well, we decided since we cannot beat you, now we want to join you. But that's not the truth. They just don't want you to be able to be courageous enough to know that no matter what they do, they cannot steal your joy. Not only that, but your secret power, it's also placed an end to the way that you feel about them. You no longer feel about them the same way. And this is dealing with family. You no longer care the way that you did. You no longer are so concerned about them that you want to save them the way that you did before. Now you are only concerned with saving yourself. And you're going to allow them to do the same, to save their self, because you might be the only one there to their rescue party. And if they're not willing to rescue themselves, there's nothing that you can do. Your confidence has grown immensely. And they know this now. You are not the same person that they used to know. But it was because you were so patient and kind to yourself. You gave yourself grace for everything that you'd been through. And you allowed yourself to create the life that you want, the life that you deserve. Hey, Malcolm. Hey, AJ Craft. How are you? Hey, Addie. Now you're having the life that you deserve. You were wise enough that whenever you felt the calling, whenever you heard the knock at the door, you were wise enough to open it, to answer that call. And that was the call and the knock from Spirit. Spirit asked you to work on yourself. And you did. Not only did you work on yourself, it's like when you started working on yourself, you didn't even want to be bothered with anybody else. You didn't want to answer the phone to anyone that's just calling just to talk, to chit chat, to spread gossip, to do this, to do that. You didn't want to do any of that because you were consumed with yourself, with working on you, with becoming stronger, with developing that secret power, with developing your gifts. And while you were doing that, you noticed that there was one particular energy that kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And this is what has helped you. This is what has helped you to grow. This is what has helped you to not just survive, but this is what's helped you to overcome any and all obstacles. And this is that energy of pure love. Now that you can defend yourself, and these karmics know it, you're starting to see them. They're starting to reveal their true selves, and you can see that they are actually afraid of you. All because you believed that it was possible for you to heal. Hey, Queen Memoirs. Hello, I am Skid. How are you? What's the message? Yes, Sasha confirmed. If there was a fly anywhere on this neighborhood, Sasha's going to confirm. Now I got the little barking dog. What's the message? Yes. Like I said, now they want to collaborate with you. Now they want to jump to your side because they see that, you know what, the way that you used to care, you no longer care. And their instincts are kicking in. And they know that you have outsmarted them once again. It's almost like your kindness, they feel like your kindness is some type of disguise so that you can kind of play in their face, play in their energy, like you're getting them back. Because what they're doing is they're remembering how they were hunting you. And now they feel like you're playing in their energy because they feel like the tables have turned and like you're hunting them. Hola, Marcia. I'm glad that you just woke up. You know, you are getting used to this rebirth that you went through. You're starting to love this newfound inner power that you have. You know, you're starting to find that you love being in prayer. You love being in meditation. You love being in your sacred space because this is where you find you're the most victorious. This is like where you find the answers to the problems that you thought that you used to have. And you trust your secret power. You can't make this up. You trust your secret power. Hey, Queen Memoirs, how are you? What's the message? Something about your instincts, your intuition. It's never wrong. It's always on point. It's that first thought. It's that little niggly feeling that you have, and you're always right. This is what you're learning to trust, that secret power, that your intuition is guiding you in the way that you need to go. And you know, you're putting a lot of intention behind your growth because after you got to this point, you made a promise to yourself that you would never, ever, ever place yourself in such a lower vibration that you allowed someone to feel like they could hunt you down as if you were easy prey. This rebirth has done you a world of good. And like I said, you've adapted to it. You've also had to adapt to the fact that now you understand because of your wisdom, because of this power, because of you trusting in yourself and no longer trusting in them, that you know that they are afraid of you. They're afraid of you because of all the tricks that they tried to play on you. They're afraid of you because they feel like the universe is balancing itself out, which it always does. Hey, K Hyphy, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Yep. These people, your karmics, they can't rest. They can't sleep at night. They are being plagued because, like I said, they feel like you're trying to trick them because they feel like you're trying to even the score. And they feel like you're not going to stop until you gain victory because they feel like you remember everything that they did. And you do remember everything that they did. However, you're not into that get back period. You're going to let God handle that. And that's why you're extremely still. You're letting the Most High take care of your enemies. They've come against you so many different times, so many different ways, with so many different people. And it's a mystery to them how they could never get you. It's like you had this force field of protection all around you, and they could never break you down. You never let them see you sweat. They can't get to you. They can't break you down. They can't hurt your spirit. Nothing ever works. All because you believed that you could heal. All because you were determined to heal past this. All because you trusted in that secret power. Once again, it is your family. What's the message? Do you know what they say? Be careful because family will do you the worst. They feel like they have some super excuse or some type of superpower themselves that it's okay for them to mistreat you. But it's not. It never has been. Never has been. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Can't make this up. Your family, they think that you were trying to trick them. They think you want to even the score so that you can get some type of victory. But you know what? You're way past that. Let those little games be for the little kids. You know, yes, you remember, but you know what? You remember that God keeps his promises. And that's part of your sacred power. God said, I'm not going to allow you to come this far to allow you to fall down now. God is the one who's been providing for you. God is the one who's been communicating with you. God is the one who has been showing the most care to you. And those other people, that family that you have, let them play themselves. Let them believe whatever it is that they want to believe, because you don't care. You don't care. Let them be afraid if they want to. If that's going to mean that they're going to leave you alone, you don't care. You no longer care like you used to. They just don't even recognize you any longer. And that's good. That's good. That means you just need to believe that whatever you're doing is working. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups. Oh, they never saw this coming. They never, ever, ever saw this coming. Confirmation, especially this King of Wands. Hey, create. This King of Wands was the biggest of the bullies. that may have been the leader of the pack and never saw this coming. They always pictured you as a kid, as inexperienced, as someone that they could just pick up and throw around if they wanted. They knew that you had this heart worth its weight in gold, but they didn't care about that. They just wanted to see you by yourself and suffering. But that's not how it's working out. You may be by yourself, but you're very intuitive. I mean, when I say very intuitive, I mean extremely intuitive, to the point where it's scaring them. You have more power. You have the light and you own the dark. This is what's scaring them. This is what's making them freak out. Some of them, they want to come and they want to apologize to you. You know, they want to apologize and they want to say, you know, hey, we're family. We need to work on this relationship. We need to really work this thing out. Maybe we can go to counseling. Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do that. But you already see where they're coming from. They're just afraid of what's coming to them. The way that you communicate and what you said has sent whatever they sent to you back to them times 10. It's like, once again, your power, your strength is growing. So you're learning things. You're becoming extremely wise. You have that discernment of spirits. And you can discern when you are being under spiritual attack. That's why you know, and how you know to return it to them. To all those known and unknown. Even whenever somebody was trying to say, yeah, I'm going to come see you. I'm going to come visit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You knew that there was something sneaky behind up their sleeve. You knew it wasn't just going to be a regular visit, that they were going to try and put some type of curse, some type of spell. They were going to try and do something to you. But once again, you knew to return that back to them. And it's breaking their heart. It's breaking them down. This is why they're afraid. This family, of all the people in the family, they never thought it was going to be you. They thought that you was regular schmegular. They thought that you was easily disturbed, that you would be easy prey, that they could be able to get you, put you in some type of psychiatric unit and tell them, throw away the key. She's a danger. He's a danger to society. But that's not what happened. Like I said, your power is so strong that they don't know what to do. They don't know what to think. Hey, Kentia, how are you? They just know that you can see them coming. You've already figured out what their game plan is before they've even started. You told them what they were getting ready to do. It's like you're winning before they even have an opportunity to start. And they were trying to bring you some oppression. They were trying to overburden you. They were trying to stress you out. Not any longer. At least not you. Because they see that you were that guiding light. It's like that star of Bethlehem, the one that shines the brightest. And now you've made a judgment call. And your judgment call was to put an end to anybody that ever tried to hurt you. Maybe not put an end physically, but you pulled all your energy back. And they're finding out that they are starving without that energy. It's almost like they are shriveling up. Anything that they thought that, that normally it would be easy for them to accomplish, they're not able to accomplish anything. Opportunities are leaving. It's like their money is funny. All of a sudden, they're having car problems. All of a sudden, somebody that wished you to be homeless, they're losing their house. Someone that tried to get in the middle of your relationship, all their relationships are going up in smoke. Somebody that tried to get you fired, now they don't have a job, and their prospects for finding another one are nil to none. You knew your worth. That's why you walked away. And when you walked away, that's when Spirit blessed you. This whole crew, they're confused because they had life so good at one point, and now everything is turning upside down, and they don't understand it at all. Not at all. And you stepping out on faith, it's like you're receiving blessing after blessing after blessing, and they're watching you and they're upset because here it is that you are all of a sudden going to have your 10 of Pentacles. They even, like I said, they try to block any type of opportunity for you. And you're the one who has the 10 of Pentacles, and now their opportunities are blocked. Whatever they would try to say against you or about you, whatever they would try to blame on you, whatever they would project on you, you're showing the world just by you speaking your truth that was never you. And everyone's finding out that was never you. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. This King of Cups and this Queen of Wands, oh, they spent so much time talking about you, gossiping about you, spreading rumors about you. They spent so much time doing that. Hey, J. Mike. Hey, Antoine. How are you? Hey, Dewana. How are you, sweetie? They spent so much time doing all this bullshit because they wanted to see you out in the cold. They wanted everyone to turn their back on you, to shun you, to not have anything to do with you. They tried to ruin your name. They tried to ruin, your reputation. They tried to ruin how everybody felt about you. The world spins round and round. And what you put out is what you receive back. Now it's their turn. The world is hearing about them. In fact, those two, that King of Cups and that Queen of Wands, everyone is finding out that they were lovers. Everyone is finding out that this King of Pentacles was the ringleader. This was the one that was pointing the magic baton, the magic wand, and saying, I'm going to create havoc over here and here and here and here. But guess what? He didn't do it just to you. He's done it to other people too. There was so much havoc that King of Pentacles created in other people's lives. And now, just by them listening to you, oh, they know the truth. Not only do they know the truth about what that King of Pentacles has done, but they are about to find out the truth that you always had somebody that wanted to be with you. There was always somebody that they didn't know about, that saw the value and the beauty and the wisdom in you. This is something that you didn't tell them. You kept it under wraps because you knew not to tell them anything because they would try and ruin that too. And now you're going to get your wish fulfillment. Your dreams are about to come true. And there's nothing that they can do to block it, to stop it, to put you in despair at all. In fact, they're in regret because they can't get next to you. You may have them blocked, and that's for your own protection. And in fact, they thought with all of them together that they were so powerful that they was going to bring you down. But once again, you was able to protect yourself, and they have no idea how. You know, this has been a group of people that's been working together for a long time. They've been trying to hurt you for a long time. And they're finally being brought to justice. Everyone is finally seeing exactly what they've been doing. All because of your ability to communicate effectively, truthfully, with integrity. The road that you're on, they're convinced that, you truly are like a heavenly host, an earth angel. You truly are an indigo child. You truly are someone that they've never seen before, especially because they're looking at you with new eyes. Before, they used to look at you like you were dirt, but now they find themselves looking up to you instead of down at you. You wasn't even supposed to be here. You were supposed to have been so emotional, like with a drinking habit and stressed and not able to sleep, and they could blame it on, they've always been like that. They've always been like, don't you remember? They was always this, they was always that. But see, people are starting to look at things differently. Now they're realizing, wait a minute, you were never like that. Even though you weren't given a fair chance. Even though they tried to hold you back. They tried to ruin your life. They tried to ruin everything for you. People are also remembering when they were given the invitation to come up against you. See, people are thinking about everything now. And what they're talking about is how you got out of being trapped, how you were able to free your mind, celebrating you. Especially because Now you it's like I said, you were able to free your mind. All because of your secret power. They had no idea. They thought if they left you alone, that you would wither up and die. They didn't think that by leaving you alone, excluding you, and never ever including you, that your power would grow, that you would become stronger, that you would be able to overtake them. They never thought that. Had they thought that, oh, you would have been with everything that they ever wanted to do. They'd be like, I'm going to the hardware store, get in the car. But I don't want to go to get in the car. They would have never left you alone. Yes, but you know what? It's great that they did, because that's whenever you found out how worthy you were, and that's what gave you the courage to walk the fuck away, because you didn't need them. You didn't need them. God said, "You have me." God said, "It's you and it's me," and that was good enough for you, because they were already not doing anything for you. They were already, like I said, not loyal. They were already trying to count you out. They were already telling everybody what a loser you were, what a bum you were. And now people are looking at these same people, and they know that what they have coming in, they're not going to like. Especially this number one Satan's helper, especially him. This is the one who had the most amount of secrets. This is the one who had the most amount of ego. This is the one that the truth is going to hurt the most. Spirit said, count on that. This person was supposed to have been, somebody that helped you. Like, this spirit blessed this person with these financial resources so that they could be a blessing to you. But instead of being a blessing to you, they tried to be a curse to you. They tried to be a blessing to everyone else except for you. And Spirit is not pleased. Not at all. Spirit said, I gave you one job, one duty, and you chose to forsake me. They didn't even want to learn the lesson whenever Spirit kept trying to teach them the lesson. They felt like they had it all under control. So now, Spirit said, I got something for you. Nothing will ever go in your favor. Absolutely, positively nothing. Now this person wants to come to you, and they hope that your heart is still the same, even though they haven't changed. They haven't looked in the mirror. They haven't done any soul searching at all. But yet they want you to help them with their karma. This for the longest, as long as you can remember, this is the same person that purposely created strife in your life. This is the one who in your family, used to do the worst to you. And now you are doing the best in your family. No one else can come and touch what you got going on. You are independent. Whereas they may have to shack up and they may have to live with each other just to make sure that the bills get paid, because it's easier if there's 3 of them living together, because then they can split everything in thirds, or 2 of them living together, then they can split everything down the middle. But you're doing the best. Like they said, we don't want to give you any encouragement. We don't want to give you any support. They probably even lied to you and said the reason we don't support you is because we feel like you're going to be the strongest whenever you were at your weakest. Well, it's almost like whenever they said that, God said, bet. Watch me work. Hey, Mac and Dave, to you. How are you, baby? Watch me work. You said that? Let's make that happen. So God is the one who blessed you with all the love that you needed. You know, these people thought that you were sitting in regret. You weren't sitting in regret. You didn't feel left out. You were in prayer. You were getting prepared because God has something and someone for you, that perfect mate. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Judgment's been called. Nothing they can do about it. In fact, they're so upset that they can't do anything about it that you even felt the need just to leave them where they stand. You ended everything and you forget about closure. You didn't even want closure because you knew what they were trying to do. There was not going to be any closure. You know how many chances and opportunities you gave them to straighten up and fly right. And each time you would help them, or you would say, okay, well, I need you to straighten up and fly right. And I need you to do this and do that. You know, they'd say, oh, yeah. And then they go completely left. So, yeah, as far as them getting another opportunity at what? To hurt you again? To make you fall, to make you fail, to make your relationships go up in smoke? Not this time. This time, they are the joke. This time, you get everything that you deserve, and so do they. That's why they're scared. That's why they're scared, because they were thinking about what they was working on. And it wasn't that good. In fact, it was diabolical. In fact, it was horrible. In fact, if anyone did this to them, oh, they would be so upset. But like you said, you give what you get, and you're going to get what you give. Like I said, they didn't know you had this much power. They had no idea that you had this much power. They thought that you were weak. They thought that you were young. They thought that there was, let this person go. They'll never amount to anything. They'll never amount to anything if we're not there by their side, if we aren't supporting them, if we don't give them a leg up. They'll never be able to pay their bills. They'll never be able to tie their shoes. They'll never be able to make it to work. But you did it, and you're doing it, and it's going to continue to get done. Not only that, but God is blessing you with your soul mate, the one that God has intended for you to be with. And God had to wait for you to be finished with that family so that they couldn't get in the way, so that they couldn't try and be a third party and leave you in regret and make you sad. That's why it may have taken a while. But now everything is out in the open. You're happy. You are free. And that's the part that they don't like. But they know everything that they planned for you, karma is going to come calling. And she's going to set the record straight. They are hating what they worked on. Hey, Diesel Gravy. Yep. Careful of those seeds that you sow. Be careful. That giving and that receiving. Careful of how you treat another person. Careful of what you say about another person, especially if it's not true. Be careful about the company that you even choose to keep. Because sometimes you're just guilty by association, especially if you see someone abusing someone else and you choose not to say anything. You may well have abused them as well. But you spoke the truth. And you said it so eloquently. You may have even had people laughing, cracking up, holding their side. But it was the truth. But whatever it was, it allowed them to free themselves, find their sacred space, and get all their gifts. This girl here, she is still barking. I told you I got the neighborhood barker. Let me go get her real quick so she can be quiet. It's almost her bedtime anyway. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sasha, come in the house. Come on in there. Come on in there. Get on that bed. You stay there. You stay right there. Yeah, honey, I got the neighborhood barker. Oh, my goodness. These people are so upset because they didn't know you had this gift. They didn't know you had this power. They thought that they were breaking you down. They weren't breaking you down. They were pushing you to greatness. And for that, we thank them. We thank them. And they hate it now. They thought, that you were supposed to be, oh, woe is me, I'm all alone. They pushed you to greatness. And they never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. You knew that they were talking bad about you. You knew they were spreading lies, rumors. You knew, and that's why you decided to go ahead and separate yourself. And God said, it's time for me to separate you too. Oh, man, they're upset. They did so much. And it's almost like they want to kick themselves now because they're thinking, you know what? Why did I do that? Had I known back then what I know now, I would have never done that. But they still would have been raw dog just thinking about that, having that in their heart. They still would have had to suffer karma. It still was going to be justice. So for them to sit here and think, okay, well, had I known that back then, no, you're still going to get justice. It's still, they still can't sleep at night. They still wouldn't have been able to sleep at night. Because even if they didn't go against you, but they were just thinking the thoughts, you thinking the thoughts always comes out in the actions. You can sit here and think, well, as long as I don't tell that person I hate them, they'll never know. They're always going to know, because energy don't lie. You sit there and say, oh, nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But you're not good, because check out your energy. Check out how, the words that you're saying, the way that you're treating someone. Energy don't lie. Even if you do that super duper country sweet, oh, sugar, thank you so very much. Yeah. Oh, look at them shoes. Da, da, da. That's still energy. That's still not going to lie. See, what they don't understand, what you have, you can look in their eyes and see the soul. They cannot hide that. That's why they're afraid of you. That's why they're afraid of you. Because you can see their soul. You see their true intentions. That's why you're alone. If you're alone. Because you can see others' souls. This is what makes it hard for you to have, that you have those people that have, oh, me and my 17 best friends, and I got all these people around me, and I have birthday parties, and I have 500 people there, and everybody just loves me and adores me. I bet you they don't. It's just that you can't see their soul. You can't tell what they're really thinking. But with our energy, our power, our gifts, we can't help but to see what they're thinking. We can't help but to feel what their true intentions are. And that's what makes us back up. That's what makes us take our space. That's what makes us say, no, it's better for me to be alone than it is to be faking the funk. See, they thought that you were going to say something that was going to get you caught up. Mm-mm. What you had to say exposed who they really were, and they caught themselves up. The wisdom that you shared, oh gosh, people are wondering, how did you get so wise? It wasn't just by chance. It was because of how many heartbreaks you had to go through in your entire life just dealing with this family. We're not even talking about outside relationships. We're just talking about your family. And they want to wonder, how how are you so wise? How are you able to give such great advice? How are you able to see through everything? You've been through everything. There's nothing left to see. Hey, Robert, how are you? Did I say hello to you, Mac and Dave, to you? I'm not sure if I did. Yep. These people, like I said, the only thing that they did coming for you was push you to greatness, set you on your journey, make sure that you succeeded. Even when they was trying to hold you down, you had the determination to keep growing, keep going, and keep growing. You had to go through what was intended for you to grow through. Somebody wants to apologize to you. And I feel like you welcome them to come and talk to you because your sword is down, but you have your hand up, but don't try and bring no bullshit around me. It's the message, Spirit. I don't think that they will, because like I said, these people are afraid of you. because of your gifts, because you can see their soul, because you can energetically feel everything that they're talking about and what they really mean. Spirit said it's time for this King of Pentacles to go through this dark night of the soul, to have to look at himself in that mirror. And this is what he's afraid of, because he's afraid of looking at everything that he's been doing and who he truly is inside. See, he sits there and he goes around town and he offers people this, offers people that. Everybody thinks, oh, he is the best. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. But that's not Hercules. That's the devil's number one soldier. Now everybody's looking at this King of Pentacles differently, and they're actually holding back. They're declining the invitation. So no. I don't really want to. No, actually, you know what? Let me look at my calendar. Oh my gosh, I am busy that week, the next week, the week after that, the week after that, the week after that, and the week after that. I'm busy all the way up until the 3rd of February. So I don't have time. Hey, Flower Dance. How are you, sweetie? Because everyone sees that, you know what, this person was never happy. They weren't happy. They were just being vindictive. That's all it was. They was trying to stop any and every opportunity for you. They were trying to hurt you. They was trying to send spells to you. They was trying to get in the middle of your relationships. They wanted every relationship to fail. Sasha, hush. But they didn't know that what they were doing, that was going to fail, because the math wasn't mathing. It just didn't add up. And now when these people are looking at it, they actually see that you had some spiritual protection. This person is upset because they lived such a great life, and now everything is crumbling. Everything is falling down. What used to be up for them is now down. You know, there was somebody that told this person, because they had gotten to this argument, this altercation or whatever with this Queen of Wands. And that Queen of Wands had told them at one point that they would see them on their knees begging. And this King of Pentacles said, no, you'll never see that. But now it's almost to the point where this Queen of Wands is going to be able to see that King of Pentacles on their knees begging. Like, now this Queen of Wands is the one who has the power, is the right hand side to the devil. But even with that, she knows she really don't even have any power that can compare to you. And she knows this. She knows this. She knows that she can be a hidden enemy to you at all she wants, but she knows she better not step out of line. Because she remembers either what you said or someone else told her. Could be She remembers the power of Archangel Michael, but I feel like with this, she remembers the way somebody spoke to her, or what somebody told her. And the way that they said it really actually scared her. It made her sit up and pay attention. And it was somebody that said something to her when you was just a little child. When you was just a little child, they gave her a message that she'll never forget. So for her to feel like, okay, now she's the one that has the control. She only has the control over that King of Pentacles, but she doesn't have any control over you. And even if she does, oh, she's afraid. She's very afraid to even try and go there. She knows what she has cannot compare to you. You've been moved to the front of the class. You have these heavenly hosts. You are a heavenly angel. She knows she need not fuck around with you. She can if she wants to, but that might be the last thing that she ever has an opportunity to do. Ever. Bottom of the deck. Nine of Swords. Ain't nobody messing with you. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you because they know they can't mess with you. They can't fuck with you. Like I said, they can if they want to, but that might be the last thing that they ever do. Because they know that they got something coming to them. They're waiting for it to come. And it's not a good thing either. Because everybody knows the truth. They know that they about to go to it's like whatever, something that you're working on. It is moving forward. It's propelling. It's coming about. It's growing. And they can't stop this. They can't stop it. And what she knows that, and everybody knows that, you've completed this cycle. You've closed this chapter, and now karma is hitting them on all sides. All sides. Yes. Karma is hitting them on all sides. They are regret for even coming up after you. Well, they should have not. If you didn't send for them, they shouldn't have tried to come for you. All because they didn't want to even give to you at all. Not even a little bit. And like I said, she may have tried to get in the middle of all your relationships. But see, she needs something now. She needs a helping hand. She needs a helping hand. And she's trying to reach out to people. She's trying to see who can help her. And she's even reached to this King of Cups. At one point, this King of Cups was trying to help her. But I feel like this King of Cups don't even want to be bothered. It's just like looking at, like leaving her on red. This King of Cups is looking at the message, but not responding. Because this King of Cups knows that, hey, she and this King of Wands was trying to take you down, and they weren't trying to stop. They were trying to win at all costs. They were gossiping. They were backbiting. They were, just out of just sheer jealousy. Out of sheer jealousy. They have been doing this, creating these mirages, these tricks, these lies. They've been coming up with this whole scenario that wasn't even true for years. Wasn't even true. And see, that King of Cups believed all of it. Believed all of it like it was a fool. Until you left. When you left And those, they tried to send out or come after you, it didn't even do anything. It went right back around to them. Yeah. So now she may try to reach out to you, but you already know everything. You see everything clearly. There's nothing that she can hide. And because she knows that right now, whatever she thought that she had, she no longer has. She's trying to hold on to every penny, but she knows that she's fading fast. Her house is in disarray. She may not even be able to live there. She may not even have anywhere to live. But that's because she brought that on herself, not you. This emperor, the one that you are going to be with, oh, this emperor is looking at you and he is like in awe himself because of like what you know, what you see, what you feel, how you pick up on energy, how you if you read tarot, if you just have give advice, if you have a podcast, whatever it is that you do, it's like this emperor is like, oh my gosh, how does she even know this? How is this even coming out? And like I said, it's like this is you are his wish fulfillment. You are his wish fulfillment because number one, you know your worth, and then you've already dealt with your dark night of the soul. You've already done all of the hard work. You are the one who are leading others to calmer water. You're teaching everybody else how to defend themselves against families that are trying to take them out, that have these generational curses and are trying to take them out. You're the one that's telling everybody how to defend yourself. And you've been doing this. You've been defending yourself. You've been telling the truth for as long as this person has known you. You've always told the truth, even when it was not easy. This is why this person knows that you were the one for them. There's nobody that stands head or shoulders above you at all. In fact, you stand head and shoulders above everyone else. He wants to secretly send you a message. And this is going to be a message that you're going to be able to feel how strongly he feels for you. It's like he wants to like give you options or something, or propose a date, or just, hey, let's do this or let's do that. Let's just get together, whatever you want to do. But he wants to make plans to come see you. He wants to make plans to be with you. I feel like there was somebody in his life that tried to take down his star too. There was somebody in his life that tried that had worked on the dark side, that was trying to, do these spells or this black magic on him too. But it was going through or listening to you, or following the things that you were saying whenever you were communicating with your power about your sacred space and how this person needs their sacred space. And you weren't even talking directly to him. You were just telling everyone. You're sharing all of your information so that everybody can break their own generational curses. But by this person following what you were saying or doing the things that you were doing and going in the way that you were going, they were able to break those generational curses too. They were able to stop the madness in their life. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Sonny, how are you, sweetie? Right, exactly. Who I got the lie for? That's what I say. Nobody? Yes. Expect a message. Expect a friendly message. Mm-hmm. Even though this King of Cups has said some things about you, and this King of Cups could be, somebody that you've known from the past, but it's the Six of Cups, it could be a child or whatever. Even though somebody spoke ill of your name, this person is looking at this King of Cups like, you know what, you a fool and you deserve to have been left. Confirmation. You a fool and you deserve to have been left. What's the message? And it shocks the hell out of this person. It shocks the hell out of this person. It shocked the hell out of this entire family. It's shocking them. It's not just shocking them. It's fucking them up. That you getting your 10 of Pentacles. You're getting justice. And you are reaching the pinnacle that you were meant to reach. You're still in your purpose. You're doing everything here that you were meant to do. It's fucking them up. They can't hide it. They're still sitting there trying to put shame on your name. They need to stop. They need to stop for them. All they're doing is they're causing themselves to be hurt. They're causing themselves to have an end to them, not you. Somebody's looking at you totally different now because they see that, like I said, they're having to live with each other, to be roommates and everything just so they can make their bills. And now they are looking at you because you're doing it by your damn self. So they're sitting there really waking up like, well, what did we actually do? What did we actually do? Besides push this person to be great. Besides push this person to be successful. Besides push this person to work on themselves so that they only concentrated on what it was important for them to get into. And this family has finally recognized apparently it wasn't them. They tried so hard to make whatever you have not grow, not work, nobody invested in you. They ganged up on you. They ganged up on you, but you still spoke your truth. And someone saw that you were telling the truth. It's like this person was sitting there, they saw something in you. It's like they saw that spark within you. Not just that, but it's almost like this person has been watching you on their cell phone or something. Or they have some type of, like they've been watching you on their cell phone and they've been thinking about how to make it, I want to make it official. This is my 10 of cups. This is who I'm supposed to be with. This is my soulmate. They want to make it official with you. And it's fucking your family up because you were supposed to have been the one that suffered the most, that was the sacrifice for the generational curse. They tried to give you all the burdens with the 10 of wands, the devil, the 3 of swords, and the 7 of swords. They lied on you constantly and consistently. Now, whenever they're going to try and bring you some little, oh, I'm sorry, you don't even want to hear it. You don't want to be bothered. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. It's like they tried to trap you. They even tried to trap this emperor. Somebody tried to even block this emperor's intuition. But it didn't work. It did not work because this emperor was sitting here watching you on their cell phone, and they knew what was going on. They knew in their life that somebody was out to get them at all costs. But once again, they listened to you, the truth teller. And they've been watching you for a while now. They've been watching you grow. And the more they watch you grow, the more they feel like they love you, the more that there's nobody that can compare to you, the more that they know that that secret power that you have, that strong energy that you emit, love, oh, they know that's the strongest thing about you. The strongest thing about you. Somebody did a lot behind the scenes, but it's okay because you have this new opportunity that's coming soon. So it all works itself out. What's the message, Spirit? They're suffering in silence because they left you alone and they're mad because you let go. Hey, baby. They made an impulsive move when they was trying to block not just your sacral chakra, but all your chakras. It was like something about them. They needed to work on their sacral chakra. And right now they feel stupid. They feel stupid because they're upset of everything that you said. They didn't call you a liar. They know with the 1111 that you're going to be with everything, that happy home, that happy life. They know. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Right now, Satan thinks that they're dumb. Satan called them dumb because Satan said they slept on you and was like, damn. And they know that they are straight up hypocrites. Not only that, but Pandora's box was just open. I'm telling you, these people are afraid of you because you speak the truth. And once again, freedom is in the truth. They're like, please unblock me. But you're telling them you meant what you said. Not only did you mean what you said, but you cut the cord to this coven. You cut the cord to that coven, that family. There ain't nothing that they can do. They know that. Nothing. They can't get in your good graces. All they can do is leave you alone and work on themselves. And they're scared. But see, the only scary step is that first one of working on themselves. You've graduated, you've ascended, you've healed. What else, Spirit? You're an earth angel. And you got that hating ass family. And even the devil said, don't blame him. because they know that their purpose is over in your life. They fumbled the bag. They thought that you would try and hold on to them like you were trying to hold on to some damn trauma bond. You know, you knew that they were thieves. You knew that they were. And now they're outside waiting. They're on the outside waiting on you. You about to get married to the love of your life. And that person is here soon. It's in the midst. It's like you're about to have a whole new family tree, which doesn't even include that coven that you had to graduate from. And that could be somebody that's a business owner who also overcame a lot of obstacles. You know, this coven, they wanted an ending for you, that it wasn't going to happen because you chose God. And when you chose God, you was covered by God. So they just asked for an ending for themselves, not for you. Especially whenever you return that shit back to them. That's what fucked them up. They didn't know that you knew how to do that. And it's not what you wanted to do, but it's what you had to do in order to protect yourself. Anything else before I close down? My little sugar came and laid down. I'm not going to say the name because then she'll be like, okay, that's enough. Close it down. See? And now they don't even know who you are. It's like, who did they think you were? See, they should have been asking themselves when you participate or realizing when you participate in a hateful mob, expect to be part of the fire that God cast down on you. You know, if they didn't know what their spiritual rank was, they didn't know what your spiritual rank was, but they should have tried to find out before coming for you. And they right now are so focused on you. But that's okay. Because like I said, a love offer is coming and it is in the vicinity. So treat yourself. Treat yourself. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? You release these karmic partners because you realize that your heart matters. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate everyone. I really do. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the loving kindness. I appreciate the interaction. I appreciate everything. The donations, the membership. I appreciate it all. If there's ever anything that I can do for you, please do let me know. I love y'all. I really do. Thank you so very much. I do look forward to seeing y'all in the morning. Next week, I'm going to be working the late shift, so that means I'm not going to get off until 7 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So it just depends on, I know I'll be live in the morning, so I'm not sure, about after I get off work, how I'm going to be feeling, but we'll figure that out. I love y'all. Good night.